What is going on, everybody? This is Jake and I'm back from J&A Edit. Make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe before we get started into this video. Today we're getting into how to replace a battery on an E90 and E92 BMW. It's pretty simple, straightforward. I just want to make sure to run you guys through the how-to, what to watch out for, all that good stuff in this video. And also, if you haven't done this already, it's a good thing to know. Especially when that battery symbol starts popping up. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Excuse this mess, as this is definitely a work in progress. As anybody with a garage knows, how trying to keep it clean is always the difficult task. All it needs is a 10 and maybe a 12 or 14 socket for this. Nothing crazy, but this is a set that I got through Costco. If you don't already have this, this is definitely a great set. I use it pretty much every single time. Alright guys, and everything you're going to need for this job is right here. So 10s, a 12, and then I just use two separate wrench sizes, one for the smaller ones, one for the bigger ones that need a little bit more grip. You're going to need a 6-inch extension to get that bolt down on the side, which you'll understand here shortly in the video. I'm doing this after I've done the jobs. So for the battery, I landed up going with the Superstar. It's AGM. AGM is actually the OEM manufacturer for the BMW branded batteries. It's the same exact battery, just with different marketing. Saved me over $150. You can pick this up at O'Reilly or any really auto parts store, but look for AGM. AGM is the brand name. So all you have to do is remove this, move that to the side, and then you're confronted with this confusing looking battery housing, which is pretty simple, and I'll break that down on how to get this all unassembled. Alright guys, so this is what your battery should more than likely look like. It depends also on your production year, so you may have a different looking battery slightly, but it should be the same steps. It does look a little scary at first, certainly. I mean, it does look like there's a lot going on here, but it's actually pretty simple. So we're going to start by taking off this strut brace here. This brace is going to come off. I do recommend wearing gloves, something to protect you just in case you do come in contact with any sort of electricity there, which I don't think is going to be a problem. We're also taking this off with a 10 mil. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and pop open the positive and the negative side. So now we're going to go ahead and disconnect the positive first. Based off what I was reading, people say to do positive first. I don't know how much it matters, but yeah, positive first. In order to do this part, you're going to need a 14 mil socket, 14 mil. And then you're going to bring that up. Let's just lay that to the side. Make sure you grab that. Well, you could probably just leave that in there. I'm going to go ahead and buckle that back in. Then I'm going to come back to this side. Same thing. Looks like all you need to do is get a flathead that has no restriction in between this black and this metal, and get down there, and then you just push out and it'll pop out, and then you'll hear a snap, and it's a good snap. It'll just pop out. And it's the same thing on this side, so. There you go. So this comes up. And you will also want to make sure to disconnect these. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And this harnessing comes out. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the negative, since that's what's uncovered currently. It's a 10 mil, and I'm using the smaller sized wrench. You just want to loosen it. You don't want to make it super unloose. And all you're going to do is just lift up on it. And if you just wiggle it back and forth, come up and off. Then we're going to move this. So for this side, go ahead and open this door. The driver again. Bring that right up. We're gonna go ahead and move that to the side. You can see right here, there's a piece right there that you just need to pull out. And that's out. So you're gonna need a 6-inch extension. I didn't have one in my toolbox, so I went down to O'Reilly's, picked this up for about 10 bucks. So you're gonna need that as well. So I'll also make sure to note that at the beginning of the video. And yeah, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna add the extension on there, and then come back down on this side. But it's right down in there. Right on this side is where that bolt is located. Okay, so 10 is the right size. What I'm gonna do is pull this out. All right, so once that's all out of the way, you're gonna wanna make sure to kind of move all these wires to make room for the next bolt. I wanna make sure to pull this guy out. This is the part that we unscrewed that was way down at the bottom. And then we're gonna go ahead and move this guy out of the way. These. All right, and then let's go now to fitting this next battery in. Alright guys, so once we get the battery back in there, which I had a lot of fun doing, we're going to go ahead and start by going exactly backwards the way we started. So making sure that we start with this piece here that was bolted in down there. It's going to be kind of fun trying to get it back on, but it shouldn't be too difficult once you get it all lined up and fit it in there correctly. So I'm just going to kind of battle it down here and then work on getting it fitted in. All right, so the biggest part was just making sure that you get the bolt lined up first with your hand. And then from there, it's pretty easy. You might need to slide the battery around just a little bit, but yeah, once I was able to get that lined up, it made it a whole lot easier to just get down here and tighten that up from there. So if you look at this picture, do you see anything wrong with it? Yeah, I put in the battery fucking backwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it back out, refit everything. And note to everybody else, when you're doing these things, just be very vigilant on what you're doing. It's easy to kind of blow through a process, get everything right, and then backtrack a whole bunch of steps here. Same process, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that this is threaded up. Then you'll just screw it down, it'll line itself up. Also guys, don't forget, there's this little piece off on this end. Just want to make sure that that gets squeezed back in there. This little piece over here. Make sure that that's in before you finish everything up. And like that guys, went ahead, replaced the battery, got that all done and good to go. It was pretty straightforward, at least hopefully it came off straightforward. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. Be more than happy to answer those, get those right back to you guys in a short time matter. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Make sure again to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. More content coming your way. I gotta get this thing ready and prepped for the winter. I'm gonna go ahead and get it detailed. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip.